everyone. It's around, I think, 8 o'clock, and I'm just gonna get ready for the day before I go to work. So, put sunscreen on. I moisturized with this e.l.f. Radiant Moisturizer that I tried out in my last video. I like this stuff. Now, I think I like it because it has like a dimethicone silicone feel, and that's clearly why I like it. It makes your face feel really, really smooth. Come on, mirror. Wish I could have a place to put my mirror in a better spot. Oh, I can't zoom in this way. Oh well, that's okay. So what's on the agenda? I want to clean my apartment. I want to do some laundry. I need to pack for some stuff at work. And I was thinking about this in the shower. I really want to go to the store and see if they have this like vegan pizza that I want to try and buy. It's like called Blackbird. I want to see if they have that. I'd be curious. Just because I've been really wanting pizza lately, and I tried the other day to find like a vegan pizza, like even place that you could order from, and it was kind of hard. I mean, the ones down south were, what was the pizza place called? Blaze. The pizza place was called Blaze's Pizza, and it had, you know, both types, vegan and non-vegan, or non-dairy. So I thought to myself, okay, well, clearly up north has to have more options than down there, right? Like, that was just my thought. SoCal is a little bit later to the party, I sometimes feel like. So I was curious, and I looked places up. I can't find any place. Can't. I think I found 2 or 3 places, which is not a big deal, but they're all 30 minutes away. And it's just like, okay, 30 minutes away for me to drive, or a like $3.99 delivery fee, or I don't think it was $3.99, I think it was like $8.99 or something like that. I'll have to double check again, because maybe I was looking at the wrong place, but I swear to God, there was like no vegan, there's no vegan places up here. So that was interesting. So I thought I'd also try the grocery store and see if I could get like at least a frozen one if I still feel like it. So staying on the topic of food, I have been dying to make paella. That's all I want to make right now. Have I ever eaten it? No. But I'm like, that is what I want to make for dinner tonight, is paella. And I found a recipe for paella. And I've looked at multiple recipes because each recipe is unique to the region you're in, with the family you are in. Everyone does things differently. It's just like everything. So I wanted to find a recipe that I really liked, but that I could also tweak as well if there's something in there that I didn't like. For example, I don't like calamari or octopus, so I can just switch that out for, you know, something else, or just not use it. I've been looking, I have like a basic idea of what to start with for the recipe, and then I have a few like snippets from each recipe that I've looked at that are basically the same, so I know. I found a few recipes that are more or less the same that I can use. So I'm excited to make that tonight. Who knows? I've been in a rut up here with cooking, and I love cooking, like I really, really do. But it's funny, when I was down in SoCal at the different moving like twice, I loved cooking. Like that was what I had constant inspiration of, like I always had an idea of what I wanted to do next, what recipe, yada yada. I come up here and I'm like, do I really want to cook today? And I do, so I've just been trying to stay inspired and try to find like recipes and stuff that I like. For example, this is on the topic of baking, but my friend, she sent me a recipe for muffin top cookies, which, okay, at first I told her, I was like, that looks disgusting. No way would I do that. But then I looked at it and I was like, Claire, don't be so judgmental, because it was blueberries and I don't like blueberries. I was like, you know what? I bet I could make chocolate chunk, or like, yeah, chocolate chip or chocolate, substitute the berries for chocolate easily, and they'd be pretty good. So I'm really not much of a baker, but I think I should try to make that. I don't know if I'm going to make that tonight, but I would love to. I think it would be great. Just need some like inspiration. It's the same thing with the cocktails. Like I used to make cucumber cocktails in like a lemon drop or something, and now I've just been drinking vodka and cranberry, which gets boring after a while. So, and no, adding 7-Up does not make it fun, okay? It does, but not super fun when you're doing that every night. So I want something new. I would like to just spice up one part of my cooking life just a little bit. If you have recipes or just any cocktail or an appetizer that you like to make, or anything, doesn't matter. Send it to me so that I can make it, because I really do love cooking and baking. I just think I never thought I was going to be that type of person. I'm going to thank my mom, because my childhood truly, for her it might be different. For me, it's not that way. For me, she used to bake for us and cook for us, and I mean almost every night. In my mind, she was so good, and I remember coming home from friends' houses. Oh my God. And it was like their mom could not cook. It was, here, do you want box mac and cheese? Oh wait, you can't have box mac and cheese because it's bad and it's processed. And you're like, okay. So then they make homemade pasta from the box, right? And my mom would, add olive oil. I'm just going to throw out some random recipe. Like she would do, I'll throw out two. She would do like real cream or half and half, and make it and then add in some cream sauce. But she would make it like semi-homemade. That's what she would call it. Because that was also the cooking show. So anyways, but it was delicious. And I remember all of my friends that would come over, because I had barely any friends anyways, would think that my mom was the best cook, and they would say that. And then they would go home to their family when I would come over and go, her mom cooks so well. It was so embarrassing. Anyways, side note. But she just cooked. She was an amazing cook. She would do she always had something in the back of her mind. Even if she didn't want to cook that night and she was bored, it was, okay, I'm going to make pasta with pine nuts and chicken, and I think there are tomatoes in it. But she always cooked, and she was a good cook. So anyways, back to me of my love of cooking. She's really inspired that, and I find it fun. I know we all get tired of cooking, so I totally understand. And I don't know if she gets more tired now of cooking. I think she probably does, but she's inspired me to like keep cooking and find new recipes and stuff like that. The baking thing though, so she did like to make cookies and brownies and stuff for us as kids. I think I like baking more because I had a sweet tooth. Now, I mean, as a child, I most definitely had a sweet tooth, like huge. Now with me not being able to really eat dairy, and there are plenty of dairy options out there, but I find, I really need a brush for this, but I guess I'm just gonna do it this way. Even though there are a lot of vegan options out there, I find that my craving for sweets is just not as existent. So I don't really find myself baking or having a sweet tooth or eating ice cream or whatnot. Like, I actually don't have any sweets in my house right now. I ate the last cookie bar thing, ice cream thing from Whole Foods a few nights ago, but it was funny. I couldn't even eat the whole thing anymore. I could only eat half of it, and it was way too rich for me. So it's just interesting when, you know, you stop eating certain things after a while that are like super rich like that. Because before, I used to be able to eat probably 2. Oh, so wait, talking about that. Trader Joe's has these ice cream cookie bars with the chocolate chips on the outside. I could eat 2 of those. No big deal. Feel totally fine, delicious. Now, well, now that they're not vegan, but now I don't think I could even eat a half of one. It's just so interesting that my tastes have changed. I'm looking for my eyeliner. We're on day 2. Do we see this? I can't find the cap still. I mean, what the heck? And now it's completely dry, which makes sense. I literally just bought this. That's okay. We have resolved the situation. This is my favorite eyeliner by Maybelline. Can't find it. I'm gonna have to go to that CVS next door and see if they have it. Target doesn't have it. Couldn't find it down in SoCal. Weird. It's like they only have that other Maybelline one, and I can't find this one anywhere, and it's the best. So, okay, another fun. Let me do my eyeliner first. Does anyone else just love winged eyeliner? God, it's so pretty. So that's done. Does it look even to you guys? Not really. No one cares. So also, one other thing that I wanted to talk about was I've gotten lost every day I've been here. I have a fun story to share. Well, it's not actually that fun, but it's fun. So I've been here about we're going on week 2, I think, of me being here. And I've gotten lost every day I've been here. I have okay, I can get home, okay? Well, actually I can't. So I think it was the first 3 days that I was here by myself, I went the wrong direction. The first day I went in the completely wrong direction. I went like the other direction completely for 20 minutes. My phone was going to die. I had to go into a CVS. This is not funny at the time, but it's funny now. I had to go into a CVS to charge my phone because it was dead. I'm freaked out. Like, how am I going to get home? I know kind of where I am because those were places that we had also looked at, but I really didn't know how to get back home. So I had to sit in a CVS for 40 minutes. Okay, 40 minutes to charge my phone. So I got really weird looks from old men. They were looking at me and they're like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Charging my phone. Can you go away, please?" Yeah, so not going back there. So I decided, fine, I'm going to buy a phone charger. Please keep in mind, I have like 6 portable phone chargers, you guys. 6. Do I bring any of them with me? No. So I'm sitting in the CVS trying to ignore the creepy old men that walk by and are like, "What are you doing?" Charging my phone on a Saturday night at CVS. That's what I'm doing. So I go and buy a phone charger after 40 minutes because now I have, I think, 10% because it was dead. And I get in the car and I think to myself, okay, usually most of these mobile phone chargers, I only paid $10 for it anyways, but most of them usually have at least one charge, right? So I get in the car and I try to put the plug in. Plug doesn't fit at all. So I try other plugs that I have, laying around. And now, at least I have directions now because I had to call my mom and ask for directions of where am I. And so she gave me some that I wrote down on a gift card because I didn't have any paper. And I got home, okay, I did, but I was so lost. So then the next day I get lost again, going to work or something. So the next day I get lost going to work. Now we're on, like I said, week 2, right? I'm still getting lost on my way to and from work. Like, my problem is, this should be really simple, but I keep looking at my maps because I'm like, it just should be easy, right? It takes me the back route. It takes me only back routes. It never takes me on the freeway. I'm like, what the heck? So yeah, that's my story of getting lost here. And we're going to see how long I can continue to get lost because it's a problem. I'm directionally challenged. And I was telling my friend who, she had called me while I was driving to work. I'm like, "I can't talk to you. I'm totally lost." And she's like, "Oh, that's okay. I'm totally directionally challenged as well." She can do everything on foot, but once she gets in a car, she's lost. So I was like, "Yeah, well, I'm just lost in general." So I haven't even called her back yet, and I feel so bad. But I can't, every time I want to call her, I'm in the car. So I can't do that again. So yeah, that's like my fun little tidbit of what I've been doing up here, getting lost. And so I think I said I wanted to go to CVS, right? Because the CVS is right next door. It's right next door to me. There's a lot of shops around, grocery stores, it's great. There's a Korean and I think a Chinese restaurant and and there's Japanese, but there's these 2 right next to each other. I really want to try. I want to see if they have like bao or something. I don't know. I'm excited. So I'm gonna hopefully check those out in the meantime. So yeah, and I'm gonna get my day started and I will see you guys in my next video. And until next time, just stay well. Until then, like, subscribe, and comment down below. Bye!